Everyone, Happy New Year. Welcome to another year of Cooking with Our Heroes, Lunch Break Virtual Kids Cooking Class.
Did you guys have a nice holiday, a nice New Year?
Yes, how was yours?
It was good, it was busy.
Carrie Ina showed me the pictures from your holiday get-together. You look like Sophie in those pictures. So you guys ready for sushi burrito night?
What kind of proteins do you guys have? Eden, what do you have today? Do you have chicken?
Salmon.
Let's get started. Let's make our sauce first, because the sauce is the most important thing. Eden, do you want to read off number one, what we need to do to make the sauce?
Number 1. To make the dipping sauce, whisk together all dipping sauce ingredients until mixture has emulsified.
I'm going to use a mason jar because it's easy to whisk together in a tall jar and then shake it if I want to. We need a tablespoon of miso, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Now for your chili paste, you can use anything. You can even use ketchup. I'm going to use sriracha because it's a little thinner. It's a little bit hot, so I'm going to mix it up with my Heinz cocktail sauce. 2 tablespoons soy sauce, and 1/4 of a cup of rice vinegar. Now remember, there's no hard rules. If you think something's not spicy enough, you could add more chili sauce to it, for instance. And then take a whisk and whisk it together. It's going to take you a few minutes because the miso and the peanut butter is pretty thick. Which is why I'm going to shake mine. If you have trouble with it, you can even put it in a blender and then taste it. See if it needs anything. We're going to get together our vegetables and our proteins for our rolls right now. If you're still afraid to, you can always grate your carrot. And then you're going to do the same thing for some of the cucumber. If it's not bitter, you can keep the skin on. I'm going to turn the water on. There's some hot water just to soak my rice noodles. So I'm going to turn up my hot water so it's boiling. Depending on the brand, sometimes you only need hot water. Now, whoever has tofu, do to the tofu what you did to your carrot. If you guys have tofu, make some thin slices, thin slabs, and then cut each slab into thin strips. Now, if you have scallions or chives, tonight we're just going to use the green part, and you don't really have to slice them. So for those of you who have shrimp, I'll show you a little trick, because this is going to make your salad roll look really pretty. I'm going to take the tail off of mine. Instead of slicing it like this, I'm going to create 2 halves going this way. See how that looks? That way, when I put it on the rice roll, my pretty side can be facing up, and when I roll it up, it'll show through. When your water comes to a boil, add the rice noodles for about 3 or 4 minutes. All right, what do we have left? We have our mint. You don't have to do anything with mint. If you're using cilantro, and I bought basil, you just have to pick the leaves off. And the butter lettuce. This is such pretty lettuce. Try to peel off the whole leaf. We have herbs, scallions, cucumbers, lettuce. Make sure you have your nori. What you're going to have to do, you just have to create rectangles. I would just cut it into long strips like this. I'm going to check my rice noodles because they've been in the hot water. You don't want them in there too long. Just take them out and put them in a colander.
Chef?
Yeah.
What do we do with the nori? Do we have to cut that?
So, it's sort of forgiving. If you're in a hurry, you can always just scrunch it together and throw it in your roll. I'm just going to slice it really quickly into like long strips. It'll just make it easier. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now for the fun part. This rice paper, when you take it out, looks like plastic, but it's all rice or tapioca. It depends on who's making it. All you have to do with this is get it wet. So this is how I do it. And you want to put it on a cutting board, not on plastic. So I'm just going to dip mine in just for a minute. It'll get soft. You're going to feel it get softer. I'm going to put 2 side by side so we get a longer burrito. All right. Put together like that. And you can add a little more. So I got my wet pieces here. Now I'm gonna get a beautiful leaf lettuce, and I'm gonna put the green side down so that when it rolls up, you can see the color from the outside. And then if you want, you can put a little bit of your noodles on top. Cilantro, mint. Since these are smaller rounds of paper, I'm not gonna roll them up as much. So now I'm gonna pick up from the side closest to me. And the first time you do it, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna fold it thin. I wanna fold it thin because I'm gonna add my protein on top of this. I'm gonna fold it like this, just halfway over. Since I'm using my shrimp, I'm now gonna add my shrimp on top. I want the pretty side up because as I roll it, I want it to stick out. And I'm gonna add a little scallion. I want my scallion to stick out the side, so when I roll it up, you see it. I don't know if you have scallions or chives, but I'm gonna put it there. You can add your tofu also if you like, and maybe a little carrot and cucumber. Not too much, because these are small rounds of paper. Oh, you know what I want to sprinkle on there? You have your furikake. Put on a nori slice on top of your scallion and sprinkle on some of the furikake, and then keep rolling it very tight. You're gonna have to roll it real tight so it doesn't fall apart. And if you have it ready, I'm gonna slice it on a diagonal like they do in the restaurants. I'm gonna take a bite because it looks too good. I'm gonna take one quick bite. Diamond, how does it taste?
Yeah, it tastes really good.
Oh my God.
You have to be a saint or something. You've done something really good in life because Eden enjoys this and she knew how picky she is. So you did a good job. This is a good recipe.
Does it taste good, Malia?
So good. The sauce is delicious.
Hopefully not too spicy. I like a little spice. All right, ladies. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye,
Thank
Sophie.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
ladies.
Have a good night.